If you've been thinking of relocating to the Tucson, Arizona area, today I am going to give you 7 fantastic reasons on why Oro Valley, Arizona should potentially be #1 on your search for all of the surrounding areas of Tucson. Let's get right into it. Okay, up first is it's really nice. And I know you're probably like, wait, what? But let me explain. So let me really show you where Oro Valley is located. Here we are looking at a map of Tucson. As you can see, these red dots outline Oro Valley. We are going to be northwest. So when I say it is really nice, there's really nothing else like it. You're going to have beautiful places all throughout Tucson, but there is just something super special about Oro Valley. You really don't get the mountain views like you get in Oro Valley anywhere else. But don't get me wrong, we have surrounding mountains in every corner of Tucson, and they're all beautiful. But Oro Valley is located on the west side of the Santa Catalina mountain range, which is this huge mountain range right here. Now, basically, you have Push Ridge right through here and then the west side. Now, I get this from clients and even myself when I am driving through Oro Valley, and again, I'm born and raised here, so I am seeing these mountains every day, but every day when I'm driving either down Tangerine Road or through different areas, the view of those mountains, your jaw will literally hit the floor. It's absolutely gorgeous and you really don't see it anywhere else in the world, I think. So there's something super special about that with it being really nice and beautiful. Now, when it comes to being really nice, it is very, very clean here. You're not going to see garbage on the side of the road or graffiti or any of those things. It is a very, very, very clean town, and that is something that I really love about it. And with that, it also comes with safety, which we will talk about later on in the video, but cleanliness, safety, the views, and then just the entire community in general. You have housing options from, houses you can find either condos, townhomes, single family homes. You can get a home there starting in the low 300s, but Oro Valley is known to definitely get more into your more luxury homes, anywhere from 700,000 and all the way up to multi-million, which we'll go over some of the housing later on as well. But just the communities itself, you have great master plan communities. Everything is really well kept. And that's a really big testament to what the town itself holds. I think that the governing board for Oro Valley, they do a really great job of just keeping everything where it needs to be. And again, coming with cleanliness, safety, it's really nice. You have some amazing walking paths, trails, everything. It's just spectacular, and it's really hard to find that, I think, in other areas. Now, of course, there are other areas that when I have clients come into town that they love Oro Valley, they might like Dove Mountain or the lower foothills just as much. So that is something, if you are looking to relocate, give me a call or text me, because there's so many beautiful areas to explore, whether it's Oro Valley or other areas. That's why it's important. My contact information is down below, so you can call, email, or text me. But there's just really nothing like Oro Valley, I think. And I think when I have clients come in town, they can see that. Beautiful scenery, the wildlife, the cleanliness, you really can't beat it. It's one of a kind. Next, we have access to amenities and nature. Now, one thing that I really love about Oro Valley is you're going to get the luxury, you're going to get the beautiful scenery, but you're also going to have amazing options to your amenities like shopping without even having to go central Tucson. When you kind of live in that area, it's very rare that you're really leaving that area unless you're intentionally needing to go downtown or anywhere else. So let me just show you. Right through here, this is Oro Valley. This bigger outlined road right here is Oracle Road. For the most part, that's kind of more of your freeway road. It shows as Route 77 to get in and out of Tucson and go different areas. So all along this road and all throughout kind of Oro Valley, you have a lot of shopping amenities. Right here, you have the Oro Valley Marketplace. That's going to have everything from a Walmart Supercenter, which I think is actually, in my opinion, the nicest Walmart in town, cleanest as well. But look at those views too. So you have Walmart Supercenter, you have a movie theater, you have access to really great healthcare as well, like the Oro Valley Hospital, which is catty corner to the marketplace. You have a lot of restaurants in here, like In-N-Out, a steakhouse, going down the road, Steam Pump Ranch. Every Saturday they have the Heirloom Farmers Market. So a lot of great options if you want to be outdoors but still doing shopping. Going even further down, you have Rooney Ranch Shopping Center, which is going to have Home Depot, restaurants, Target. There is a Petco. You have a Fry's grocery store, like if you're familiar with Kroger, Office Max, Ross. Again, great mountain views right there. So a lot of shopping all in this area. Plus you have more of your big box like chain restaurants like a Jersey Mike's, First Watch, Breakfast, all of that right through here. But you're also along the route of some nice resorts as well. You have great golf courses, and you're also within driving distance. Let me get a little bit further down. Trader Joe's right through here. Bottega Michelangelo, that's one of my favorite Italian restaurants in town. El Charro, which is a Tucson staple. You even have a Kohl's, a Home Goods, and then you're also very, very close right here to a Whole Foods marketplace. So it is really a great hub to just access all of those shopping and amenities, where again, if you're really living in this area, you're not necessarily needing to go out of the area to get to things. Now, you might need to get out of the area to go to a Costco, but I almost forgot to mention, in Rooney Ranch, there's a Target there too. So you have all of your shopping, healthcare, kind of restaurants, everything you need all in this area without having to leave. And when it comes to nature and outdoor activities, that's huge just for Tucson in general, but Oro Valley is another one. Now, I'm on the Oro Valley, Arizona government page, but this is something I learned probably in the past few years. Besides it having a massive cycling community, Oro Valley specifically is actually a huge draw for triathletes. So if you're looking for a place to train year-round, this is a really good option for you. But we have hundreds of miles of cycling paths, outdoor biking, mountain biking, road biking. Of course, there's great scenery if you love bird watching, which is super pretty, but everything from hiking trails like Catalina State Park. One of my favorite trails to do is Romero Pools. It's absolutely beautiful. You have Honeybee Canyon Park, Tohono Chul, which is also super beautiful. But again, a lot of great hiking, biking, cycling, everything you can kind of want when it comes to that nature outdoor stuff, we got it. And then of course, we have world-class golf in that area. I've grown up my entire life golfing. I think it's kind of a thing when you are born and raised here. So you have amazing options from golf, apparently disc golf as well. I've never tried it, but I've seen it around the area. And then of course, you're not going to find sunsets like anything else here in the southern Arizona area, and especially even in Oro Valley. The Push Ridge area, when the sun hits it, and this is almost every single time, those mountains turn purple. It's unbelievable. You have amazing sunsets, amazing views. So it's super beautiful. And then, like the biggest craze going on, I think nationwide, pickleball is a massive thing here. So you're not going to run out of any options when it comes to tennis or pickleball. So, and the best thing is too, with the weather, you can play it year round. Even when it's hot, people wake up early, whether you're a triathlete or an avid pickleball player like my mom is, you just wake up a little bit earlier, you beat the heat, and you go out and do your thing. So you're not going to run out of any options. Plus, again, weather, there's no snow, we don't have to deal with any of that stuff. It's a dry heat, so no humidity. Of course, you'll still sweat in the summer, but you're not going to be super, super drenched like you would with humidity. So you have everything from great shopping, amenities, outdoor activities, whether you're going on nature trails or if you're going to go meet up with the girls or the guys and play pickleball. you kind of have all the great options here, especially with golf. Before we move on to number 3, I want to share with you a super helpful resource that if you are looking to relocate or if you already live in the Tucson area, this is going to be a great option for you to just get familiarized with Tucson and the surrounding areas. This is my website. You can either go to TucsonArizonaLiving.com, or of course it'll be linked down below. Now, here is my phone number. You can either text or call me, whichever. Happy to answer any questions you might have. But I want to show you one of my favorite parts of the website, and that is this interactive map of Tucson. This, as you can see, lights up as you go over different areas of Tucson. And today we're talking about Oro Valley. So if you click on Oro Valley, this is going to take you to a map, and it'll also show you all of the videos. Let me see if I can get back to it. All of the videos that I've done within the Oro Valley area. So everything from new construction or just anything about the area. You can also go on this map and play around with it. As you scroll down, here's all of the featured videos I have of Oro Valley. And then you can also create your own personalized search for Oro Valley, which is super cool. You can download my relocation guide, which is very helpful. It's free for you. It gets sent straight to your inbox, and it'll answer any questions you might have not even thought of. And then even better, this is a great resource for restaurants. We have great dining here in Tucson and Oro Valley, but all of these restaurants. Redbird is one of my favorite places to eat, hands down, I think, in Tucson, as well as Wildflower. So all of these great options of restaurants, all of the school options as well. And then if you have any questions, of course, I always recommend schedule a one-on-one call with me. You can click right here. It's going to take you directly to my calendar. Set up a Zoom call and or a phone call like Tuesday. Look at all this availability. Anything that fits your schedule. I get to know you a little bit better and then also help you really find the location that fits well for you, whether it's Oro Valley or anywhere else in Tucson. Okay, let's move on to number 3, and that is going to be safety and well-maintained neighborhoods. Now, this is huge. So I think this is first on the Oro Valley government website, but it was basically ranked as of 2025 by SafeWise the safest city in Arizona, which is pretty spectacular. So a lot of that, of course, governing board, the sheriff's department, which this is something that I tell clients and I have to remind myself on a daily when you're driving in Oro Valley. So especially for all my clients that are coming into town, when you're in Oro Valley and you're driving 10 and 2, don't even think about picking up your cell phone to text. Hands off, because it's almost like clockwork. The second I think about picking up my phone or like texting really quickly, somehow a cop always shows up. So, which is good. You shouldn't be texting and driving, but 10 and 2, make sure you're driving within the speed limit, because again, the diligence that they have there to keeping things safe, keeping things clean is massive, but that's a big testament. I like living somewhere that is safe and clean, so it just shows, and you can feel it when you are there. The neighborhoods are really well kept. Just the community itself, it's just a better quality of life in general across the board. And as you can see, by SafeWise, it was ranked number 1 in all of Arizona. So Queen Creek being number 2, and you have Gilbert, Sahuarita, which that's a great neighborhood as well. But really cool if you are looking for somewhere safe, beautiful, clean in the Tucson area. It's ranked here, you can see it as well. So a huge part of that has to be with the sheriffs, the governing board, but again, the well-maintained neighborhoods are massive as well. You have a lot of gated communities, but not all are gated. I don't think it's necessarily you need it in Oro Valley to have a gated community, but the neighborhoods are very clean. Of course, you might have some that are a little bit older, but again, they're going to be super nice neighborhoods. And then of course, you have those master plan communities, which we will talk about in the next one. But besides this being ranked number 1, just wait until the very end, because there is another thing of why Oro Valley was ranked number 1 in a different category that I think is super important if you're looking to relocate. So safety, cleanliness, amenities. It's kind of a win-win, checking all of the boxes, and of course the views are massive as well. Number 4, we have master plan communities and housing. Now, Oro Valley is known for having some of the biggest master plan communities, I think, in the Tucson area. it is more common to have an HOA and be within a master plan community than not. Now, of course, you definitely do have homes that are on acre lots that aren't in a master plan community that might be a little bit older, but it is more common you're going to be in a master plan community. So some of those communities are going to be Rancho Vistoso, which is one of the biggest, that is also associated with Sun City, which is a 55 plus community. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but it has a wide range of demographic all throughout, and that's kind of Tucson in general. You have Stone Canyon, which is a beautiful luxury community that's also associated with Honeybee Canyon. Worldmark, which is, I think it is a timeshare, but it's within Rancho Vistoso. And then you do have some new construction options as well within the Rancho Vistoso area. Currently 2 builders right now that are in Oro Valley, and that's going to be Pulte Homes and Richmond American. But a little spoiler alert, as of 2026, probably the second quarter or so, maybe a little bit later, there will be a new community opening up by a new builder. So make sure, of course, I'm gonna have first coverage of that. But you have everything from Rancho Vistoso, which we talked about. You even have the El Conquistador area as well. And then Oro Valley Country Club all throughout here. So it kind of really, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're wanting a new community, you have that option. If you're wanting a more established community like Oro Valley Country Club, which is still within a really pretty master plan community, but older, a little bit more established, has a lot of character and charm, you have that option as well. Golf courses are also associated with some of those master plan communities. Parks, splash pads, all of those things, they're all associated. So let's go ahead and look at, I'm switching over to the MLS, this is the multiple listing service. This is what I use to search what is coming on the market. If I ever have listings, this is what I'm putting on there as well, or any of the searches my clients are doing. This is active. It's basically better than Zillow. So I'm going to show you basically an option of your lowest price point in Oro Valley for a single family home, and then middle, and then one of the highest, just to give you an idea. So let's take a look right here at this one. This is priced at, let me show you, this is $345,000. Before I get ahead of myself, the average price point in Oro Valley is $505,000 as of September 2025. So to give you an idea, this is below average of what you're going to get price point wise in Oro Valley, but I will say there's quite a bit of options. We have a lot of inventory right now, so you can get under $505,000, but it does go a lot over that as well. So this home, this is priced at $345,000. This is 1328 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. One thing to keep in mind is if you are looking within Oro Valley, there are 55 plus communities. So you want to make sure if you're either looking for that, great. But if you're not, we need to make sure there's no age restrictions. Now let's take a look through this. Okay, landscape backyard, 2-car garage. Let me make this bigger. But just gives you an idea. You know, it is a finished home. Of course, it's not brand new. Kitchen might need some updating, but if being within the Oro Valley area is super important to you and you're wanting to stay in the lower price point, you do have options. So this is going to be priced at $345,000. Of course, you have some in the low 300s. Let's take a look at, the $505,000 price range, see where that's getting us, or 500s. Okay, this one, this is priced at $549,000, just under $550,000, and this is 2,003 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. I don't know why I'm choosing all 2 bedrooms. Let's choose one more. Okay, also 2 bedroom. Let's choose one more. Okay, this is $550,000, and this is just under 2,000 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Let's look through this one. Now, it just all depends. This one has a pool. Okay, very pretty. Really great mountain views, and I will say when you are getting those mountain views, you're going to pay for them, so that's something to keep in mind. Really nice southwestern style, super cool fireplace there. So great option. This gives you an idea of what getting more of that average price point of what's selling in Oro Valley gets you. And of course, you can find some new construction homes as well, which do come with some really great incentives and lower interest rates. So If that's something important to you and you want to explore, because some people don't even think it's an option, give me a call, because that's always something the sales reps with the communities are reaching out to me about specifically. Okay, let's take a look at one of the higher price points. We're gonna go now. Let me show you the highest price point. You can get something in Oro Valley for just under $4 million. That's going to be a semi or a full custom home basically. But let's take a look at the very high price point. This is $3.5 million. And this is within Stone Canyon. So that was that subdivision I pointed out earlier, right up through here. Really, really pretty. This is a luxury community. This is 3,792 square feet, 3-bedroom, 4-bath, built this year, and it's almost on 2 acres of land. Really pretty pool, custom home. You're tucked right there. Look, you have your own mountain range basically, but super pretty, really nice modern home. You have mountain views from every single window. Very pretty kitchen. This is a great option. I think we should tour this house on my channel. So if you want to see it, make sure you comment down below, because I want to tour this as well. But comment down below if you want to see this on my channel. Wow, look at that bathroom. That's super cool. So this just gives you an idea. If you are looking for more of a moderate price range, which that's absolutely okay and totally doable, you can find something in the 300s. If you want to stay more in the median price range, anywhere from 500,000 to 7, amazing options as well. If you're looking for luxury, we have luxury. Stone Canyon's an awesome community, well-maintained, gate-guarded, guard-gated, yes. And you have amazing golf out there as well. So every option when it comes to Oro Valley, I think there's win-wins in whatever direction you're wanting to go. Next, we have activities and culture. Now, I'm gonna touch on culture first, because I think just as a whole, in the Tucson area, which of course it extends out to Oro Valley, culture I think is a big thing here in Tucson, and that can mean so many things to so many people. But really I think it's culture and community. And what that falls in is that, you know, again, being born and raised here, I kind of thought this was the norm, but when I've traveled elsewhere, I've also realized it's really not. But a big key takeaway from so many of my awesome clients that are relocating here from different states or countries is that the biggest take is the culture that's here. And that's, you know, the local culture, whether it is from cuisine, but I think also the way that the community comes forward. That being, people are pretty nice here. And of course, you're gonna run into some jerks here and there, and maybe someone's just having a bad day, but for the most part, people are very open and out there with having conversation, holding the doors, or just being very friendly. I always joke and say it's a testament to how much sun we get here, but it really is a big cultural thing of having community, being there for one another, being kind. I think that does have a big draw for just the Tucson community culture. And again, it extends to Oro Valley because it's within the same area. So that's a big thing, I think. Now, things to do, activities, also very cool. Another thing with culture, before I forget, it's a very relaxed and laid back type of lifestyle. So again, you're going to see, we're a big mix of snowbirds. So you have a demographic of retirement community, but then you have a huge demographic of young entrepreneurs, families, and again, we are a university city or town, bear down. So there's a huge mix of that, the college kids, and then you have your snowbirds and your retirement community, your families, big mix. So demographic is a huge wide range all throughout. So you're gonna find a big, good mix everywhere. But when it comes things to do, activities, you have a laid back lifestyle. Let's look really quick on Oro Valley. We touched on golfing. That's a huge thing just here in Southern Arizona. Cycling and biking. You have everything from the loop, which does go all the way up into Oro Valley, which let's take a look and see if this is on here. You also have the Tour de Tucson, which is happening, we're in November right now, so happening this month, which that's really cool. That brings thousands of people from out of state, out of country, which is cool. Hiking trails, big outdoor stuff. Arts and entertainment, that's huge here. We did talk about the parks and facilities and the farmers market, shopping. So let's take a look at arts and entertainment. One thing, let me see. So you have public art, and one thing I want to go over, children's museum, the theater. You have art here is a big thing as well. It kind of goes with the whole spiritual aspect, but then people are very artistic and have a good appreciation for that. Oro Valley Festival of the Arts, tree lighting. Let's take a look at this. So this is really cool. There's Santa. We're coming up into the holidays, little kiddos that go out and visit. So you're always going to have, at least for the weekends, or maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, kind of something going on. And the great thing is that it's outside, or you will have some inside, but you know, weather's great even during the holidays. Picklelicious Jingle Jam. That sounds fun. So again, if you like pickleball, you have that option between, it's a tournament, December 12th through the 14th. That sounds fun. So again, if you like pickleball, you can do the Oro Valley Picklelicious Jingle Jam. Second Saturdays at Steam Pump. That's going to be your markets, food, immersive, just an engagement for the community. So when it all comes together, you can see that culture, community, activities, they all kind of go hand in hand. And another thing that sometimes clients that are relocating can tell me, you know, I'm worried about not being able to make friends, or I have a really great group of friends or just neighbors that I really enjoy. I haven't had any clients that have issues with people kind of inviting them over for either a happy hour or just making friends when it does come to it. Now, of course, it's case by case scenario. If you put yourself out there, it will come. But again, people are very friendly out here, open to conversation, open to, you know, chatting it up sometimes more than you're wanting them to, but it kind of goes hand in hand. So that's kind of said for the culture and community. Now, I think you really will get a good idea of Oro Valley. If you're looking to relocate and you like Oro Valley, there are other communities that are very similar, have a taste of Oro Valley, and also beautiful views. So make sure you give me a call, text, or email. Love to chat with you, set you up, and really figure out where's going to be the perfect location for you. But I think Oro Valley holds a special place in so many people's hearts for, you know, it really carries on a really great sense of community, culture, just being really welcoming place to live. Next, we have schools. Now, if you're relocating or if you live in the area and you have kids, this is something good for you to listen to. And also, again, remember when it does come to schools, you need to do your own research. You need to figure out what is going to be the best for you and your family. But also too, if you're relocating or you live here and you don't have kids and that's not really a concern for you, you might want to rethink that, because resale value wise, it does make a big difference for school district. It does play a big role in just the community and resale wise in general. So let's talk schools. Everything from public, private, charter, Oro Valley has it all, which is really, really great. So again, this is going to be my main site, I guess, for today's video. We're on the Oro Valley AZ government website, but another great tool that I use is niche.com. So look on niche.com if you are looking for just like school options, ratings, all of that. But on the Oro Valley website, so you have, we'll go first, public schools. K through 12 public schools are part of the Amphitheater School District in Oro Valley. And for high schools, you have two options. That's going to be Canyon del Oro, which is known as CDO. And this has actually earned an A+ rating for School of Excellence, which is the given by the Arizona Educational Foundation, which is super cool. Ironwood Ridge High School, which is going to be the second high school option, and that is also an A designation per the Arizona Educational Foundation. Really great. So you're getting A-rated schools. And then when it comes to another option, you have Innovation Academy. These are all going to be elementary. So this is a K through 5 STEM school, and that is A. They're all rated A. Spoiler alert, by the Department of Education. So Innovation Academy, Copper Creek Elementary, Painted Sky Elementary, and Richard B. Wilson, which is a K through 8. So that's going to be your middle school option for public schools. Now, charter, they have some great options as well. Basis Oro Valley, that is K through 12, and that provides STEM-infused college prep, and it's tuition-free curriculum. So I think you have to test into it, but Basis is a great option, and it ranked, I think, or it says right here, I don't know what I'm thinking or guessing, it ranked among the top 20 schools nationwide. Those kiddos that go to Basis are hardcore and they deep dive in those books. So that is a great option for charter schools. Lehman Academy, Mr. Lehman, he is a local to Tucson, I'm pretty sure. My dad even taught under him, which is really cool. So he is well bred into the Tucson community, and he opened up the Lehman Academy of Excellence, which is a K-8 charter school, and it's focusing on classical education, but integrating some new discipline and just options. So great charter school option as well. Now, when it comes to private, this is one of the top private schools in the Tucson area in general. You do have to come out to the Oro Valley area, but you have Casas Christian School, which is a K-8. You have Immaculate Heart Academy, which is preschool through 8th grade, and then you have Push Ridge Christian Academy. So that's offering grades 6 through 12, and that is a very high rated private school. I have many friends whose kids go through that, and they speak just so many great words about it. So Push Ridge Christian Academy if you're looking for private. Now, of course, I mentioned earlier, we are a university town. So of course you have the University of Arizona, and a great option for tailgating schools, the business school, you have a lot of great schools there. And then of course, Pima Community College, if you're looking to go a different route, maybe start your first 2 years, do your bachelor's, get those, and then go to the university, great option. So you have so many amazing school routes, whether you're looking for higher education or if you're looking for your little ones starting preschool or before, this is a great option. A-rated schools, and you also have great charter and private schools. So it's kind of a win-win in this educational system. But again, if you're looking, and this is very important to you, do your research, figure out which school is going to be the best option for you. Niche.com is great. ChatGPT, make sure you kind of use all of your options when it comes to searching, research, everything when it comes to schools. Okay, last, we're finally here. Now, we ranked #1 in a category. We have ranked #1 in another category, which I think is huge. So any of my newly empty nesters or newly retired, this one is for you. Oro Valley was ranked #1 safest and wealthiest retirement towns last year, and it carries on into this year as well. It speaks for itself in general. On Real Estate Daily News and commercial sales, Go Bank and Greats determined that Oro Valley is the safest, wealthiest cities for retirees by analyzing data all across the United States Census. So that's huge. If you are looking to relocate, why not have this as one of your, or I'm sorry, not one of your top option? Of course you have Florida, but hey, Florida is humid. No one wants to deal with humidity. You can drive just a few hours to get to a beach. You're gonna have beautiful mountain views, scenery, and be in one of the safest and wealthiest retirement towns. But you also saw earlier the cost of living, what it can do with housing, where you can buy when it comes to housing. So your money takes you a lot further here, especially when it comes to taxes and cost of living, which we can talk about that definitely in a second video. But also too, I have broken down the cost of living when it comes to Tucson and just in general for the surrounding areas. So that's something to look into as well. But why not? #1 safest and wealthiest retirement communities. Another source, this is KGON 9 Tucson, but again, from Best Banking Rates, Oro Valley recently ranked #1 retirement town in America. So it comes with everything from the town's safety, stunning views, active lifestyle. It's a haven. It's basically everything I've talked about in this video of why it's #1 and why people love living here. Beautiful views. You have just this serene lifestyle in general where life just becomes a lot easier here. And this can go from, of course, if you're retiring and looking for those 55+ communities, or if you're not. I am not obviously retired and I am not of the age of retirement, but I live in the area and it's very great. Or it's very nice, that wasn't proper English, but it's really nice. So it's something for everyone across every demographic, but that should speak volumes for it to be ranked #1 in retirement in America. So these are some of the top retirement 55+ communities in Oro Valley, and these come with those amenities: pickleball courts, tennis courts, golfing, You have your country clubs and your community centers. But if that's not something important to you and you are of the retirement age, you don't have to specifically look in 55 plus communities. You're gonna find that in a lot of the communities just in the general area. But we have Sun City Vistoso, which is an active adult community. We have the Watermark at Oro Valley, another community offering just different options of lifestyle. So you can do independent living, or I think they do have assisted as well. Splendido at Rancho Vistoso, it's a retirement community within Rancho Vistoso. And then Vistoso Village, it's gonna be a smaller gated 55 plus community within Rancho Vistoso. There's a lot of options. Now, if this isn't really your speed, just outside you have Saddlebrook, which has the Preserve and Saddlebrook Ranch, and those views are spectacular too. And they really have their own little island community out there. So you really just kind of hit all of the marks on that northwest side of town of if a 55 plus community is important to you, you have those options. And who doesn't want to brag about having, you know, the #1 ranked retirement community and retiring out here? And you can tell all your friends we're #1 ranked in America. I think it has good bragging rights. So that's super cool. There's so much to do out here, whether again, you are retired or you are moving out here with a family. There's activities, there's fun in the sun, there is outdoor, you know, amenities, pickleball, tennis, golf, hiking, all of those things. It is here, and there's just a better quality of life in general when it comes to living in Tucson, and especially in the Oro Valley area. Those are just 7 of the reasons why Oro Valley is so fantastic. I can go on and on, give you more reasons, but the better option is that you set up a one-on-one call with me, whether you text, call, email me, set up a Zoom call so I can get to know you a little bit better, answer all your questions on if you're planning on relocating, where's going to be the best fit for you. Now again, whether you're relocating, if you already live here and you're looking to expand your horizon in different areas, or especially if you're needing to sell your home and list it, I can help you with that as well. So make sure you text, call, or email me. Now we did talk about earlier in the video, the cost of living. Make sure if that is something you want to see, that video is going to be posted right up here. Click that video so you can see what it really costs to live in Tucson. I show you some of my own personal bills so you can really get an idea of how much more affordable it can be depending on what area you are moving from. I'll see you in the next video.